Every time I sit here, I apologise for the lighting, but unfortunately the lighting had not changed, so this is me apologising yet again. This is such a bad place to be filming, but I haven't found a solution, so you're getting my apology. Today's video is going to be a TBR jar, picks my reads for the month. This month we're in August. I tried to film this video last month and I did the entire thing. I finished filming and I was like, I hate this. Surely I can fix it in editing. Did the full edit of like rough cuts. Still hated it, but I was like, I'm still like holding out hope I can pull this together. I had like one more element to add in editing, so I was editing for like a couple of hours and then I was like, you know what, I hate it, I can't upload it. So that's the reason why you didn't get a TBR jar video last month. I'm not sure how it would have worked anyway because I spent most of July in Australia. I got back last week. It's like a week ago today, a week ago tomorrow I think. So I'm still slightly jet lagged, I'm all over the place, but I wanted to film this video because I actually asked my stories whether you wanted to see this and everyone said they wanted to see it. I almost didn't film this just because I'm kind of interested in reading lots of summer books. I'm not sure how kind the TBR jar will be to me, but hopefully we can get some summer reads in because I haven't got to much of, if any, of my summer TBR yet because like I said, I was in Australia, which is Southern Hemisphere, therefore winter. So I was reading some more kind of like cozy books. I'm really in a fantasy mood, but I'm also really keen to be reading some summer reads. So hopefully that all goes well. I'm not sure how much we're gonna pick. I might be cheeky and select how many based on how we go throughout the video, but hoping for some fun summer reads, anything off my summer TBR, that's the vibe. So let's see what we do with prompt number 1. Okay, go with this little one. Title that starts with the. That's your proof that I'm not cheating. I feel like this should be quite kind to us. Maybe I go through my summer TBR and see if there's anything on there that starts with the. I don't remember what was on that list because it was so long ago that I did that video, and I feel like I've completely changed since I came back from Australia, honestly. Like, you go away for a couple of weeks and you come back and I swear, like, I just feel quite different. But let's see. Hopefully I'm still in the mood for the same books that I put on that TBR. Let's have a look. The Ashes in the Star-Cursed King is the only option. Let me get that out. And then we'll see if we've got anything else or if I'm in the mood for this one. So this is a big chunky fantasy read. It's the second book in the, what is this called? Nightborn Duets, which is part of the bigger Crowns of Nyaxia series. I loved book 1, The Serpent and the Wings of Night, so I've been eager to pick up this one. And I thought for a fun fantasy read, maybe seeing as I'm in such a fantasy mood, we could read this one. That's one option. And then what else do we have? We have The Ministry of Time, The Expatriates, The Wolf Den, The Position of Spoons. That's what a book that I just got for my. Sorry, you can't see any of this, I just realised. But that's a book that I got for my birthday this year. I had a birthday while I was in Australia. Happy birthday to me. The Crimson Moth, that was another birthday gift. That was from Lucy. She will really want me to pick that one up. But I feel like maybe I'm better off finishing a series and starting a new one right now. The Blade Itself, The Starless Sea, The Seven Husbands, Seven Deaths of Evelyn Hardcastle. I think we're going to go with this beast and hopefully have the best time ever while reading it. By the way, I'm going to show you under the dust jacket because she's beautiful. Serpent and the Wings of Night is following this girl who's living in this world of vampires. It's really dangerous for her and she enters this competition so she can win a wish from the goddess, and her wish is that she'll be turned into a vampire, but through a, not painless, but through a way that like guarantees that she'll survive the transition, because that is quite an unusual thing to survive it. It's got low odds. You see what goes down in that. Mostly it's the trials, but then there's this massive series of twists at the end. It was just like so mind-blowing. I've never read a book that I was so like shocked by. Yeah, I'm excited to pick up where we left off with this one. That's quite a thick book, but it wasn't the summer TBR, so I'm happy with that. And I'm in a fancy mood, like I just said. Prompt number 2. Lana Del Rey song choosers. This is fun. If you watched this video a couple months ago, you know that I got Arctic Monkeys Choose. So let's see, Lana Del Rey song. She's one of my faves, if that's not incredibly obvious. I'm gonna go on my big Lana playlist and I'll screen record and see what we get. So here we go. This is gonna be kind of hard. We're gonna be going off vibes, but hopefully we get a good one. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Oh, one of my favourite songs on NFR. Let's figure out what this is about and then see if I have any books that are appropriate. So it's a girlie, is she in love with the bartender or is she reliant on him? Either way, she's at the bar every night hanging out with him. I'm gonna go on Genius, the lyrics website, and then see what they say so we can get a better view of the song than maybe what I can say. Cryptic lyrics, that's great, that appear to be about a love interest that she metaphorically calls the bartender. Scatters illusions of how her life has changed over time. Examples include her stating she isn't consuming alcohol and the way her celebrity status forces her to go to extreme lengths to hide and stay out of the public eye. We could do One of Us is Famous. We could do something to do with alcohol in the plot. I mean, that's kind of rogue. We could do, I guess, a music book. Wait a second. I just bought this. I feel like this is about substance abuse, isn't it? Unforgettable portrait of a young woman encountering missteps, miscommunication, good music and unreliable men, powerful drugs, and disorientating meds. Izumi usually keeps her relationships short but complicated until she meets Jun. Okay, so we've got music, we've got this girl who's like flitting around, you know, like maybe reliant on substances. She meets someone who's like it for her, and I feel like that is quite close. Let's see if we've got anything else, but I'm really excited about this. This is Set My Heart on Fire by Izumi Suzuki. I can't be bothered to look at anything else. I think we're gonna go with this because I feel like we won't get anything much closer. This is a book I actually bought in Australia, and I think it sounds fantastic. I was sold through some mutuals reading it and saying this line, which is, set in the underground bar and club scene of 1970s Tokyo, Set My Heart on Fire tells the story of Izumi in her turbulent 20s. It has a vital soundtrack spanning the Zombies, T-Rex and the Rolling Stones, as well as underground Japanese psychedelic rock bands such as the Tigers and the Tempters. This sounds perfect to me. I also love this cover. So that's a book inspired by a Lana Del Rey song. Hopefully it does get that. Prompt number 3. I'm actually so thrilled by this TBR. A cover you dislike. So we've just got a cover that I like, so this is fun. What am I in the mood for? And then we can go by genre based on that, I guess. Or maybe we go through my summer TBR yet again and see if there's anything on there that is giving ugly cover. I don't love the cover of Atmosphere by Taylor Jenkins Reid. That's here, but I don't think it's like ugly, so probably that doesn't count. This is kind of like a free pick, but it has to have an ugly cover. I don't know whether this is slightly cheating, but I've gone with My Brilliant Friend by Elena Ferrante. Now, this cover itself is not that hideous. I don't love it. I like the kind of lettering and the blocking of it and the squares of colour and stuff like that. This picture is fine. I feel like it's a fine cover. But later on in this series, there are some books that I hate. So let me just show you them so I can prove my point. I own the whole series because I found them all in charity shops, and there are some horrendous covers here. Are you actually kidding me? Are you actually kidding me? This is terrible. While I don't love book 1's cover, I definitely hate book 4's. So it's not a cover I hate, but it's a cover I dislike. What did the prompt say? Dislike. Okay. My Brilliant Friend by Elena Ferrante. Perfect. That was on the summer TBR, and it's a book I've been wanting to get to for like 2 years at this point, so I'm really happy we got that one as well. Prompt number 4. Random colour generator. I love this prompt. We've had it before and it's the best time. Let me just get one of those up. We're going to be screen recording yet again. Random colour. We'll do a wheel. I believe this is the same wheel we used last time. Okay, I'm really excited, but also kind of nervous because we could get anything here. 1, 2, 3. Blue. It's quite like a true blue, like a sky blue colour. I'm actually gonna have anything that's that colour. I mean, I've got a book called On Being Blue, so that could work. I can get all the other way. I've got this, but it doesn't really have that colour, and I guess maybe on the author's name is in that colour. I'm not really sure. We'll keep that out and then I'll have a look through with the other things. It's in the wrong colour blue. Okay. This is slightly too dark blue. Do we have any romances? Oh yeah, we probably got better luck over here. Let me have a look. Archer's Voice. This is obviously really blue. Is this the right blue? Yeah, that's a really close one, so I'll definitely keep that one out. Lots of Nasty is a wrong blue. Not really in the mood for any of them either. Does this have any blue on the cover? No. After the Races has that colour, but I don't really want to start this series until I finish the Chestnut Spring series. We're going to have to go with either one of these two books. I mean, Archer's Voice does definitely fit the prompt better, but do I want to read this? Fine, we'll read it. I'm excited for this book. I just wasn't thinking this was going to be the season of my life that I would read it in. As in like this specific season, the summer season. I didn't think I'd read it now, but I like Mia Sheridan. I've read Most of All You by her and I really enjoyed that one. Okay, so we're on prompt number 5. So far we've been having a decent time. This is the skinniest of... Oh my gosh, I almost dropped the prompt jar. This is the skinniest prompts. A young adult book. Why is this kind of fun? I didn't even know I had that as a prompt. Okay, let's see what we've got. We've got lots of YA fantasy. I organised them by YA and adult. Heart So Fierce and Broken, These Hollow Vows, Legend Born, King of Scars, The Last Samsara. Do we have any YA romances? Thousand Boy Kisses. Maybe that's the only one. Let me see if there's anything YA on my summer TBR. No. That's good. Okay, so maybe we're just gonna do, is The Crimson Moth YA or is it adult? I mean, I would choose that because I know that Lucy's really keen to talk to me about it. The Crimson Moth. I know this author writes YA, but is this specific book YA? It was nominated for the Goodreads Choice Award for Young Adult Fantasy. So yes, I'm gonna say it is. Which means, Lucy, you're in luck. We're going to be reading, or me, I am personally going to be reading, The Crimson Moth by Kristen Ciccarelli, which is actually crazy because I'm in the middle of the other book that Lucy gave me, so I'll really be ticking these off left, right and centre. This is really fun. It's about a witch and a witch hunter and they fall in love, and it's the true like enemies to lovers kind of vibe. I love this cover too. So cute. Okay, I'm tempted to call it quits there just because I feel like mood reading the rest of my summer TBR, but I'm going to quickly run through the books and what the prompts were for them. For a title starting with D, I chose The Ashes and Starkest King by Carissa Broadbent. For a book inspired by a Lana Del Rey song, I chose Set My Heart on Fire by Izumi Suzuki. For a book with a cover that I dislike, I chose My Brilliant Friend by Elena Ferrante. I feel mean saying that. The random colour generator chose the colour blue, a really specific blue that I colour matched to Archer's Voice by Mia Sheridan, which is a romance book about this man who is mute by choice, and it's about him opening up to this girl when she moves to his small town. It's meant to be like one of the best romance books of all time, so thrilled to be reading that, even though I was initially not. A YA book, I chose The Crimson Moth. I genuinely thought this was an adult book. I don't know why, but I'm using the fact that it was nominated for the Goodreads award ceremony in the YA category in my own favour. You know what's really funny? Is that author has written this book, which I've owned for years because I found it in the charity shop and I just haven't found the motivation to pick it up. It's about dragons, medium success, you know, like compared to most authors, pretty successful. But compared to this one blew up. I haven't heard anyone talking about this, which is so funny because I just read like at the front of this book, it says like other work by the author and it's got this series listed, so maybe check this one out. I don't know, I can't recommend it, but I feel like if you're really into writing, maybe you'd enjoy this one. So there we have it, 5 books that I'm really excited to get to throughout the month of August. I feel like the TBR jar was actually kind of kind to us. I also think it's fitting that I chose The Crimson Moth because Lucy, who gave it to me, who I've mentioned 1,000 times, and I always do, she was one of the people who replied to my story saying that I had to film this video, so Lucy, this is dedicated to you. There you go, everybody. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being here. If you enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up. Let me know that you did. Subscribe if you'd like to stick around to see more videos from me. Stay tuned if you want to see my Australia vlogs. I think I'm going to post 2 of them, potentially 3. More likely going to be 2. I vlogged every single day of that trip and really excited to share it with you. I just need to sit down and sort the clips out and actually start editing it. I'm first going to post my wrap up for the months of June and July. Hopefully you'll get vlogs. I mean, you will get the vlogs, but I'm not sure at what point you'll be getting them. But yeah, thank you so much for being here. Sending my love to you from here to wherever you may be in the world, and I'll see you super duper soon in a couple of days for another video. Bye bye.